Alright, guys, I'm back with another chapter in Psalms. I'm in Psalms chapter 54, where it reads, "A call for God to overcome enemies. God is our helper, even in times of hurt and betrayal." And again, this is a super short chapter, only 7 verses. So we're going to go ahead and get into reading it and see what it has to say. "Come with great power, O God, and rescue me. Defend me with your might. Listen to my prayer, O God. Pay attention to my plea. For strangers are attacking me. Violent people are trying to kill me. They care nothing for God. But God is my helper. The Lord keeps me alive. May the evil plans of my enemies be turned against them. Do as you promised and put an end to them. I will sacrifice a voluntary offering to you. I will praise your name, O Lord, for it is good. For you have rescued me from my troubles and helped me to triumph over my enemies." So, I guess the only thing I want to kind of reflect on this is that I always think it's interesting when David is praying or we have some insight as to how he's going about. There always is like some type of reflection as if God's not already paying attention, which kind of confuses me. So when it says, "Listen to my prayer, pay attention to my plea," I don't know how to take that. I don't know, and this might just be my translation, because I know that there is some pretty big differences from certain translations to others, and I'll have to read a couple others, because I am confused when he says, "Listen to my prayer, O God, pay attention to my plea," as if he doesn't already do that. And so that kind of confuses me, and then I do think it's interesting, and I struggle with this in my own prayer life, to have a conversation, an organic conversation with someone that already knows. How do you talk to them? At some point, is letting him know what's going on, is that a sign of disrespect, as if he doesn't already know? Or your efforts for an organic relationship for him, telling him even though he already knows, is a sign of your desire for relationship? And that's where I align, and that's where my prayer life is. But when I have David, who's a man after God's own heart, the reflection of this portion of his prayer makes me think that sometimes, and I know sometimes we can feel like he's not paying attention, but I don't think that that's ever the case. And so when he's asking God to come to great power and answering his prayers, that makes sense. Hoping for a certain outcome, knowing that you want his will to be done, but hoping for a certain outcome. We should always hope. We should always look for that. But to kind of reflect on the request to listen to my prayer and pay attention, that part will confuse me, and I am going to have to look at other translations for that. But other than that, that's where I align, working on my prayer life. I want that relationship to know and feel it's as organic as the relationship with my earthly father. Calling him up, say, "Hey, this is what's going on with me, and everything's going good, and these are how your grandkids are doing, and this, that, and the other." I think that that's the relationship that I am working on with God, and I want to talk to him about the good things and the bad things, and look for insight and guidance and wisdom and all those things, and love, and to share the victories and the defeats and how I feel. But in knowing how powerful he truly is, sometimes that's tough for me, because I feel like he already knows. So why do I need to tell him? Sometimes. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm working on that in my prayer life, and that's something I'm going to continue to work on and continue to reflect, as far as maybe there's a different translation in other Bibles in the same passage. So Psalms 54 has got me asking more questions than answering, that's for sure. But on that note, have a good night. God bless. I love you. Jesus loves you. And I'll be here for Psalms chapter 55, where the header reads, "Expressing deep dismay over the treachery of a close friend. When friends hurt us, the burden is too difficult to carry alone." Have some experience that myself, so I look forward to that reading tomorrow. Other than that, have a good night, guys, and I will see you tomorrow for Psalms chapter 55. Have a good night.